Alyssa. Hi there. Well, I hope you're doing well. I'm really excited to be doing a reading for you. I'm super cutting it close. Usually I try and have people's readings to them before 7 days, but it's been exactly 7 days. So forgive me. Thank you for your patience. I've not only had like an excessive number of readings to do for people, I also, TMI, had like this really bad yeast infection, and just like, it's been a downhill spiral for me. But anyways, I sure hope you're doing well. I think you're great, and I so appreciate your support, because times are tough. Yeah, I don't know what you're up to these days, but I think that your family is really adorable, and I love seeing you doing well and seeing you happy. So, let's see. I forgot what you told me to focus on. Oh, I think I was just going to do general for you. So let's see. We'll just kind of see what we come up with, and we're just going to wing it. It's going to be so great. I actually forgot about that whole Kim story. That's pretty hilarious. I guess we, guessed that she was gonna have a baby. I mean, I didn't even know how to read tarot at all back then, so I don't know. I guess, if you're a natural, you're a natural. What can I say? But yeah, I'm still as goofy as ever, so, also, one of my fondest memories of you is that you're, one of the most hilarious people that I know. So I hope that hasn't gone away. Because sometimes I'll go and watch our old YouTube videos and I'm like, oh wow, we were ahead of our time, And furthermore, why did no one give us our own sitcom? Sad our YouTube career didn't take off because there are people fucking making millions doing that shit these days. Should have never stopped making those videos. Oh, alright. We have got the world here. Okay, all in all, I'm feeling like I'm happy about these cards. Okay, let's get into it. So I'll kind of just start explaining them all individually. So yeah, I got a little, before I start, I got a little made up today because, let's be honest, I've looked like a dead person for the last 2 weeks, so it's the best I could do. Alright, so first here, I got the world card for you, which sort of just tells me that, you're in a really good position right now as far as your home life goes, and as far as this sort of completion, or this sort of feeling of having things under control, and this sort of energy of stability, is what I get for you here, which feels good. It's sort of being at one with your energy, and sort of being at one with yourself, and just being in a really good position as far as, where you're at with your mental health and your clarity. And I feel like you're in a really good place, which was sort of the energy I got going into this, so that makes me happy, because I've done a few readings, like the reading I just did for someone I never met. I had to give him all bad news about his love life. It was just reversal, 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 3 of swords, stabs in the heart. It was bad. So I'm happy to start you out with the world. This is a very positive card, and it just sort of tells me about, like I said, having this feeling of completion, or having this feeling of comfort, sort of at peace, with your surroundings, and just being in a good position. And so after that, I have the 5 of Swords, which this sort of tells me that there's been a bit of a fight, you've struggled to get to where you are. It hasn't, it definitely hasn't been an easy journey. So it tells me that where you're at, and, how hard you've worked has been hard-earned, and there have been a lot of challenges and a lot of roadblocks, but the truth is, it's been worth it for you, because it looks like where you're at now, with how this reading goes, positive, starts on a positive note, talks to me about, you know, the hardships and things that you went through, which we'll talk about a little bit. And it kind of goes down in this positive way. So I'm liking that. But yeah, this Swords card is just sort of like conflict, you know, an emotional sort of upheaval, and just sort of, you know, not always being in this good place, or not always thinking that you would have the stability that you have, you know, but really striving for it and hoping for it and working for it. And it just kind of tells me, you know, with this, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7, I have the 7 of Rods or the 7 of Wands, whichever you'd like to call it. They're interchangeable in this deck, or in most decks, but having this in reverse next to the Swords card here, it does sort of talk to me more about how, you know, there was a definite fight, like, you know, everything that you have right now and how well you're doing has not come to you easily, and I'm getting a really big sense of like the hard effort you've had to put in, and kind of how much of a struggle it has been right here in this corner of the reading. So gosh, I'm really sorry, because this is some really heavy energy right here, and it's just sort of this like battle, this inner conflict almost of like, you know, trying to fight with yourself to understand that you are worthy of good things, and that, you know, that you're an amazing person and that you deserve good things. And I think everyone struggles kind of with that, you know, the back and forth, but you know that you're fucking fabulous, and I feel like that's paid off for you and that's worked out for you. So next I get the King of Cups, which tells me cups are all about love and emotion. And when I see the King of Cups, I see that you have a really stable and strong male figure in your life that is your romantic partner. And this sort of just tells me that this person is a really beneficial and really positive force in your life. So I see nothing but good news there. The King of Cups is all about being, you know, sort of the epitome of love and emotion, and of openness, and of nurturing, and of true love. And I love to see this card in a reading for you, because it really tells me that your partner loves you and is there for you 100%. And there may be little ups and downs, hiccups, bumps in the road here and there. But this tells me that this person is your true love and you're meant to be with this person. So, that makes me really happy. I hope it's true. So moving on, we have the King of Wands, and the Wands are sort of all about that, like, kind of need, you know, for action or new ideas or fertile kind of movement or fertile creativity. And so when I see this card, I sort of just think that maybe there are some artistic pursuits or some creative things that you've been holding off on working on. But what the cards are telling me is that right now is the perfect time for you to take action and move forward on any sort of big project that you have been wanting to tackle but haven't quite had the time for, or any big thing you've been wanting to learn. So this card just talks to me about taking action forward and being in a good position to learn new things, and to, you know, be creative, and to do new things, and to take new things on, and to, you know, kind of just go for it in that sense. So then I got the Ace of Cups, which is a great card, and it talks to me all about emotional fulfillment, and sort of kind of having this overflowing or overwhelming sense of gratitude and love, and talks about like a really good home environment. So it feels like things are going really well in your home and in your love life. This is like a really positive reading. I'm really happy that it turned out this way. So the Ace of Cups, yeah, is just all about sort of like open communication in your love life and with all of your loved ones. So it just sort of means that, like, to me, it says that you are kind of doing the best you've ever done right now, with being able to communicate your feelings and expressing yourself in a healthy way, which that makes me really happy to see. So those are the first few cards I got for you. And I'm trying to keep these little readings to about 10 minutes. $1 per minute seems fair. But I do want to do what I normally do to end my readings, which is I just pick up the entire deck and I see what's at the very bottom of the deck and I use it as a final message. And so I have the moon here, which is one of my favorite cards. And it just talks to me all about, like, the occult and the mystery and the illusion, and it's just a really mysterious and elusive card. So it just tells me maybe there's a side of yourself, kind of like this darker or, you know, even like witchy kind of side of yourself that you are meant to be connecting with. So even just having a reading done, I think, is a really good way to go about that. But maybe even pull out your own tarot cards, you know, and get back into that sort of stuff. Or, you know, I think this is just a message, especially with the previous message about, you know, doing something creative or opening up your pathway to learning something new. Seeing this card sort of just tells me maybe it's something to do with astrology or tarot or, you know, sort of witchy shit. So yeah, that's my final message for you. And if you have any more questions or want me to clarify any more, or if you just want to chat, let me know, because I'm here for it. Okay, thanks again, Alyssa. Bye.